Okay, so by the time you finish this lecture, I hope that you have a better idea of or a better understanding of the attributes and things like the composite attributes and how things fit together in terms of the tables and what the final product looks like. We had questions throughout this quarter about how, like, for example, the multi-value attributes, how will that actually look in the data? So hopefully this section will give you better understanding of your ERDs and how the data actually splits up into the various tables. I personally found this schema lecture really helpful for that, and so hopefully you use these slides to help you navigate those questions. So at this point, you should be able to take an ERD and convert it into schemas. As a side note, pay attention to, and I know I harp a lot this lecture on using the composite keys, so doing like the using multiple foreign keys and combining them together into a primary key. Composite stuff is really hard to do in Access, so I'd also avoid it for that reason. And I think sometimes I talked about foreign keys and primary keys in kind of a confusing way, so I'm not re-lecturing on it. Just to add one more reiteration of this, if a table has a primary key, foreign key, that's the same thing, that's basically like a one-to-one relationship, you can think of that, whatever that key is, as both a primary key and a foreign key, but the notation for it and functionally it is a primary key. Okay, so keep that in mind for both for your ERD work, for the schema works, and for when you're in Access, that every table does have to have one primary key, because we learned that before with the entity integrity constraint. Okay, so this week's or this Tuesday's class will follow the optimized changes that we made in terms of allowing you to duck out after the quiz if you finish early and you don't have to stay for the review. We will do that review as that smaller group after party, along with any questions that you have on homework or projects or whatever. So I am finding that folks are coming to that as a easily accessible kind of office hour time. So I'm glad that you're making use of that. Yeah, other than that, you should be working on your ERDs, making sure that your milestone, that you're keeping up with the milestones, and I will, so that is due on Thursday. And keep in mind that everything that we've been talking about so far is all material that can show up on your exams. All right, see you on Tuesday.